Hi, I'm Maggie Lake, your host for this special UN Global Compact series, Financing a Sustainable Future, CFO Insights. You'll hear from the chief financial officers who are part of a special task force convened by the UN. They are using their platforms and influence to reshape the future of corporate finance and invest to help achieve the Sustainable Development Goals and build a resilient future. This is CFO Insights. How are you and your financial team using your platform to work toward the SDGs?
Over the recent past, we have done two things which I find very interesting, which is one, internally, which is that from now on, or already since a couple of months, all our capital expenditures, all the requests we are having, all the investment discussions we are doing them not only on financial KPIs, but we're doing them also on non-financial KPIs. So we are not anymore talking in silos between financial impact and non-financial impact, but we are putting it together so that also the non-financial impacts become a natural part of the conversations internally, which has an incredible impact on the engagement of people on that topic.
Why do you think that helps the conversation with the market, with investors?
Because it's the first time that we are truly linking financial performance, our profit performance, and non-financial performance in the way we are decreasing our CO2 footprint. And the fact that this is combined into one single KPI makes sure that we don't have two conversations, but we have one conversation, and we are speaking about how to improve this EPS carbon adjusted in the future by measures which are directly connected to our financial performance and non-financial performance. So it's not anymore an isolated discussion.
Which can be so powerful. How can the CFO Task Force play a role in helping support that change?
Yeah, that's very important, Maggie, because I believe, and we believe in Danone, that we need to be collective, and we need to have a collective movement if we want to make an impact. And in that sense, having one language, speaking about the same terminology is so important. The way we measure and we report our achievements cannot be different from company to company. We need to have a very strong level of comparability if we want to be true to ourselves.
How do you balance the effort and the cost involved in building that framework with the value you get from that?
Yeah, I think there's a few, I would say, elements of value it brings. First, the engagement of the teams in our companies. I work for Danone because I believe strongly in purpose-driven business models and the impact it can have beyond just creating financial value. But it's also true that when you are operating like we are operating in the food and beverage sector, the consumer is making a choice, right? The consumer is every day making a choice the way he or she wants to eat and drink, and the environmental or social impact or health impact he or she can have is that. And in that sense, when we talk about investments into environment, investments into health, investments into social aspects, the consumers are seeing it through the lens of the brands. And so we believe that in that sense, we can create value for communities, we can create positive value for the environment, and the consumer will be a very, very important part of it because it will make sure that our brands are seen as superior.
And we not only need a common language and framework, but also cooperation and collaboration. How can we increase that sort of cooperation across the private and public sector or across industry?
I believe the challenge in front of us is so big that we need to put all forces together. And this is true. We need to put governments, corporates, other organizations, non-for-profit organizations, all together on one table in order to tackle those elements.
Thank you for watching CFO Insights. For more information on the CFO Task Force for the SDGs, you can head over to www.cfotaskforce.org and share your insights on social media using the hashtag CFO Task Force. Don't forget to tag the UN Global Compact @Global Compact. We'll see you again soon.